and welcome to Eczema Phoenix, where we learn how to transform the way we live with eczema. My name is Terry Alabada, and today I'm going to talk about the benefits of being a highly sensitive person while having eczema. And this seems very counterintuitive, like what kind of a sick, twisted mind do you have to think that it's a good thing to be so sensitive? But it goes back to my video about superheroes related to eczema. I will put a link to it down below. I think it's just literally called Eczema and Superheroes, or Marvel Edition, which is so cool. And I did that just like to pump like myself up and you up with eczema too, because we all need a cheerleader going through this and being surrounded by so much just itchiness and discomfort. It's nice to find a way to see our state with strength, because there is something there. Like, eczema is not fatal. You will never die from eczema itself. So clearly our immune systems are working to help us survive the daily itchiness, and whether it comes or goes, we're still alive. We're still surviving it. And so recently I've become a subscriber of Gaia. I'm just like really into spirituality and philosophy, if that's not clear already. If you follow me for a while, you probably already know I'm that kind of person. So I've been watching some things and some documentaries, movies, shows on there. Been learning some pretty fascinating, interesting things. And one of the movies I've watched recently from there is called Sensitive: The Untold Story. It's about this like doctor, psychologist lady who sort of like went on a journey to research if there were any benefits to being highly sensitive, because it's so easy to just put it down, like, oh, you're so sensitive, so reactive to this food, perfume, fabric, climate, whatever, like, poor you, or why don't you just, like, be strong, or why don't you just push through, or why are you so sensitive? Like it's always such a bad thing when you first hear the word sensitive. But through her research, studying other sensitive people who also had things like eczema and other like conditions and illnesses or diagnoses, she realized that they also had a lot of sensitivities for positive things like art, like being extremely perceptive, having super sensory abilities, like for example myself, I have eczema, and so my skin is sensitive to toxins, pollution, like highly acidic inflammatory foods like fried foods and things like that, candy bars. But a positive of that is that I'm very tactile. I'm very sensitive in a tactile way too, and often people will be surprised by just like how deeply I can describe a piece of fabric, or even just like a color that I see, say in the sea, like the ocean. Like, it's not just like ocean blue, but it's like reminds me of the deep indigo spaces of the cosmos, or just something really specific, something more deep, something more perceptive that only a sensitive person can detect and understand. And so it's like realizing that your sensitivity, while at first it might be looked down upon and it might cause discomfort because you are picking up so much sensory stimulus and input from your environment, this sensitivity can also be used to detect the things, I believe, that will heal you. And because you are so sensitive to what is around you and how it will interact with you, even possibly before you touch it, you can use that same sensitivity to detect the very things that will heal you. If, like, for example, for me, I used to be able to put my hand like over food. Like I would just go to reach for some food at a party, maybe it's like some chips, some baked thing, some fried thing. And I had a few times in college where like I would just put my hand over to reach for the food, and I would feel like a flame going up my hand, up my arm, and to my face. Like I could feel the inflammation happening to my body before I even touched the food. I was just hovering over it. You know what I'm saying? That is some pretty magical sensitivity. That's pretty awesome. So I was just using my hand as like a kind of like a detecting device, you know, or like one of those machines used to find gold at the beach, you know, like a honing device, which was me, which was my nervous system, my body giving me feedback to my nervous system through my brain, and my brain interpreting it the correct way. and paying attention to the impact and the effect of things outside of me, how they would impact me internally, just through energy, just through what I was picking up from the smell of it or the feel of it. Like, how amazing is that? That's like a superpower, don't you think? I think so. I saved myself from a lot of pain in those moments. So, you know, just because you are a highly sensitive person, and yes, that is a clinical term, doesn't mean that you are weak. It actually means that your senses, your sensitivities, your senses, your physical ways of picking up on the things around you and the people around you and the energy around you is so much stronger than anyone with normal skin who could put up with more inflammatory foods and chemical-filled cosmetics and things without any reaction. I mean, is that so much better? I think it's better to be someone who can genuinely detect truly healthy things to eat and consume and wear. Don't you? We are really the leaders for what is truly quality products and quality places and climates. Like, we're like early detectors. So I wanted to put this out there because your sensitivities can be a strength. Just have to realize that, be open to it, and really pay attention to what you are picking up. Like, we're wise. We know what's up. We know when something is hurting us and when something is healing us. And so the mature, sort of like the path to maturity in this sensitivity experience is to pay attention and to remember the things that harm us so that we can heal more. It's not always perfect, but it can be better. It can at least be better. Or, you know, you can at least be making an informed, educated decision instead of praying for mercy, throwing a dart blindfolded, and hoping that you hit the bullseye. Like, you know, it's like, if you are definitely going to miss the bullseye and have something that's going to irritate your skin, at least you know it. At least you're aware of it. You know, it's not going to be a mystery. And knowing that will cause that, you know what will cause you to heal from that, which will be to omit it and to eat foods opposite of the foods that hurt your body and your skin. You know? It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not so bad to be sensitive. So please share your experience in the comments section down below. Have you had any supernatural sensitive experiences that have been like really cool and like positive? You know, let's see the positive side of sensitivities. And like this video if you enjoyed this content. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!